Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today I have 4 teams for you. We have the Faction Assault. We have 3 World Event teams, low, mid, and high. Low level people, mid-range, high level. And that makes 4 teams. So here is the Faction Assault for Silver Necropolis. Make sure to get your life and death if you don't have it. There it is, right there in the shop. You can get it for 410 gems, or you can go to the Soulforge and get it for, I don't know, I think I show it at the end of this. It might be 900 diamonds. But it steals 35 life from the last 2 enemies and death marks them, then blesses myself. Really good weapon, goes good with Orb Weaver, Life and Death. Really good combination that people use on defense to annoy you all day and all night. Keeps on summoning in troops. It's stealthy. It's true damage. Even better, it steals life, so it builds up your life. And it death marks. So, you could die to a death mark, you could die to true damage, you could die to just getting outlasted. It's a really good weapon, one of the best weapons in the game. And now's your chance, because if you don't get it now, you know how many factions there are? And they only come around once a week, right? That's how long it's going to take. That's how many weeks. And they put in new factions every once in a while, too, so you got to add one every time they do that. So think about that when you're deciding whether or not to craft life and death. Right now, today, this is the day. No other day. It's not here tomorrow. It's not here the next day. You get one day. It's not in the Soulforge tomorrow. It's in the Soulforge today. Tuesday, December 1st. That's it. If you don't do it now, it's going to be like 6 months from now until you can get it again. Today. So 410 gems. I hope you got that. Or, I think 900 diamonds we're about to see after this battle. I hope I'm not shaking the controller. I'm going to try to be really still, because that's when it cuts out. Alright, here is the team for the Faction Assault. This is what I think I showed this yesterday. It's Mountain Crusher, Cockatrice, High King Irongut, and TPK. You can use different things for that bottom slot, like the Mirage Queen. Pretty sure she's blue and red. What colors can we use for this one? I don't know, but you might need a curse. I could have just saw the colors there. Hold on. Okay, purple and brown, so not the Mirage Queen, but anything that curses, I think Deep Magus, Kurandara, there's a bunch of options. Vashtagon, the Mirage Queen, EOE, if you need a curse. That's only when troops are immune to Devour. But the main goal of this team is to get High King Irongut up, cast it, Devour, and then have a 100% chance to Devour. I start with a 100% chance to Devour with my Medals of Seasons. So depending where you have your horde level at, and all of that, and the associated kingdom, and you could get your stats pretty high. And it's all based on your attack. So the higher your attack, the higher your Devour chance with High King Irongut. Cockatrice just there to entangle and help with the brown mana. Puts a lot of brown on the board for Mountain Crusher to explode. You could use something else there as well. There's tons of High King Irongut teams. Lots of variations. You can put them with Zul'Goth. I don't know if you can in this one. Brown and purple. Yeah, I think you can. So, yeah. But here is the life and death. How much is it? Wow, it's only 200 diamonds. There is no excuse. If you do not get this weapon today, you might as well just quit the game. I'm being serious. 200 diamonds. I think anybody should have at least 200 diamonds, unless you just got High King Irongut. I understand, but still. You can... 200 diamonds. Like, your guild gives you like 150 at the beginning of the week, and then you could just buy the dungeon offer with gems or something. And if not that, 410 gems. That's not that much either. You should have both of those on reserve at all times. So here's a lesson. If you do not get life and death today, you're not playing the game right. Because you should always have at least 200 diamonds. And you should always at least have 410 gems for stuff like this, because that's not that much. So if you don't have that, you're either very early in the game, and I'm not talking to you, I'm sorry, or you're not playing the game right. or you just gave up all your diamonds and gems to get High King Iron Gut and Doomed Axe, and you just happened to not have enough. But you should have been able to get enough by today, even just with Monday and Tuesday. So, sorry about that little rant, but you should have life and death after today. That is not a very high price to pay, and you should have that kind of stuff on reserve for things like this. 200 diamonds is nothing, and 410 gems is, you know, you should have at least a stack of like 500 in reserve. Okay, here is the mid team first. Kind of weird, but here's the mid team first for the world event. I showed this yesterday as well. We got 2 new teams at the end of the video, so don't worry. The Guardian Hammer and 2 Gargoyles and Mulak. You could also put just another Gargoyle at the end of this team if you want. And if you don't have the Guardian Hammer, maybe the Divine Protectors and the Soulforge, you could grab that. Those are about the only 2 weapons you could use in this world event. If you don't have either one of those, I'd recommend, if you already have Life and Death, to maybe go get the Divine Protector. It's pretty good. It's okay. It's okay, you know? I use it in this event. The Guardian Hammer seems to be a little bit better, though, for this team. Because the Divine Protector, I think, does generation based on Divines, and I don't think Gargoyles are Divine. And the Guardian Hammer does it based on the Kingdom, I think. And, you know, everything's gonna go with that. And it makes red, which is good, because all of our troops use red. It also makes, I think, yellow, right? My bad. I love how I can check this stuff while I'm recording. It's yellow and brown, which is fine. You got the brown for the Gargoyles, and you got the yellow for Mulak. And there you go. Good weapon for this team here. I think the Guardian Hammer, probably one of 2 weapons you're going to use in this world event. But that team seems to be doing really well. The Guardian Hammer can pick off any stragglers, any survivors. And the 2 Gargoyles, you could turn it into 3 if you'd like. Or you could put something else on the end, whatever you want to do. Just early on, I just wanted something that I could use its trait, so it wasn't just a dead spot for me. But here is the low level team for people that do not have Gargoyles, which I'd recommend you go and get the Gargoyles in the underworld. It's not that hard, no matter what level you are. You should be able to go do that. But just in case you can't, for whatever reason, Divine Protector, High Paladin, Angry Mob works fine. Works fine if you do not have Gargoyles. Maybe you only have 1 Gargoyle and it's not working as good for you, and you are out of Chaos Shards for whatever reason, which you could just go farm it today and yesterday and the next day and go get Gargoyles. Like, I'd recommend going and getting Gargoyles, but just in case, you know, I like to... Here's a early team for people that maybe you aren't even in the Delves yet. You don't even have the Hall of Guardians or something, and you somehow are able to go get the Divine Protector in the Soulforge right now. Here you go. Divine Protector, High Paladin, Angry Mob for mana generation. It's working fine. And like I always say on these World Event team videos, every single Tuesday, all my teams will probably work way better later in the week when you have multiple medals. Right now I only have 1 medal. So if they look, oh, why didn't that one shot, or I happen to do a hard battle all of a sudden, and it looks like it struggles for, you know, a second, that is why. And you'll be fine. Just get more medals. The event is the medal, and you just, whatever the medal says, that's what you do. It says spell damage, so grab spell damage troops. And there's only 3 good ones this week, pretty much, and I show a team for each one of them. So, High Paladin, Gargoyle, and you're about to see the next one. And I'm sure you already know what it is. And there's only 2 good weapons, so there's not many combinations you can make this week, other than what I did. You got Gargoyle, you got High Paladin, you got my last troop. Those are pretty much the only 3 that do good spell damage for the restriction. Then you got the Guardian Hammer and the Divine Protector. Those are the only 2 weapons, really, that are decent with this world event. And then you only have a couple mana generators. You have Mercy and Angry Mob, and like Holy Saint Astra. That's about it, you know. That's about it. There's not that many choices. You have this many damage dealers. You have this many mana generators. You have this many weapons. There's not that many combinations you can do. So you gotta, you gotta just have those troops. And I'm sure you do, because High Paladin's is a low rarity. Gargoyle's easy to get. The weapons in the Soulforge, and the mana generators are really low level. They're like really easy to get. So here's the last team. We have Guardian Hammer, Angry Mob, Guard's Avatar, Mercy. Should work really good with the metal. So make sure you have Mercy fully traded, because she starts empowered and she turns purple into yellow, which works perfectly for Guard's Avatar. Angry Mob's just there for a little bit of backup mana generation if you need it. And the Guardian Hammer is making that that brown and what is it, yellow and brown. Why do I keep forgetting that? Yellow and brown, right? So 2 colors we need for every other troop on the team. So really good with this team here. Most of the time when the battle starts, you're looking for that conversion, that empowered convert with that Mercy. I got it almost like 75% of the time. I had it. And what class did I use? I don't know if I'm using Priest or Titan or what. Must be Priest. I don't know though. And but usually I think I used Priest, Sunspear, and Titan were the 3 classes I used. So whatever fits best for you, go with that. And yeah, these are the teams that I came up with. And I think there's not that much different you can do, really. You got the Guardian Hammer or the Divine Protector. Those are the weapons, right? You got Mercy, Angry Mob, Holy Saint Astra. Those are the mana generators, right? You got Guard's Avatar, Gargoyle, or High Paladin. Those are the damage dealers. If you can come up with something else, there might be something else there that I'm not mentioning, but those seem to be the best, the ones that work the best. And if you want to be, you know, just different, you might say there's something else, but I don't know. That is what I came up with. That's what it seems. That seems to be the best way to go. Especially the Divine Protector and the Guardian Hammer. Like, there's no other weapon. Those are the 2 best weapons. Hopefully you have one or the other. And if you don't, the Divine Protector's in the Soulforge. Right now. Angry Mob. Have I been calling it Angry Mob? Angry Mob and Mercy. The 2 mana generators. You probably have those. They're low rarity. Gargoyle, you can go get it right now in the Hall of Guardians, in the Underworld, right now. And if not today, tomorrow, the next day, yesterday, you could have got it. You can get it. You can still get it. You know, Guard's Avatar is the only one that you can't just go get right now. I feel like every other troop that I mentioned, you can just go get it right now, or you should already have it. Maybe the Guardian Hammer and Guard's Avatar are probably the only 2 you can't just go get right now. I'm not even sure about the Guardian Hammer. Is that in the Soulforge? I can't remember. But pretty simple week, in my opinion. So there's a low-level team, a mid-level team, a high-level team, and the faction Assault. You can also do Gargoyles for the faction Assault if you don't have a High King Irongut. So do Gargoyles. Hopefully you listen to the end here. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Comment below your teams, and tell your guild about the channel. That really, really helps. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.